Greeting viewers and welcome to The Intersection, the place where ideas, events, and policy come together to shape the public health, safety, and vibrancy of our shared community. I'm your host, Suffolk County Sheriff Steve Tompkins, and together we'll examine a multitude of issues of interest as we travel along the many different avenues that make up The Intersection. Today, we turn our focus to a troubling development unfolding in Washington, D.C., one that imitates a dark chapter of our nation's history. The phrase, "to the victor belongs the spoils," has been uttered as a political cry for centuries, first coined in the early 1800s by New York Senator William Marcy. It defended the rights of victorious political leaders to appoint loyalists to key government positions, regardless of their qualifications. This idea gave rise to the spoils system, where political patronage became the norm. In 1883, the Pendleton Federal Civil Service Act was passed to combat this very issue, ushering in a merit-based system for hiring in government. It was a hard-fought victory for our democracy, ensuring that qualifications, not loyalty, would determine who served our country. Today, we're seeing the dangerous revival of the spoils system as political appointments based on loyalty are once again taking precedent over merit. Federal employees have been removed and over 240 fired, many viewed as political enemies. This shift threatens the core values of meritocracy and accountability, placing the constitutional values of representative democracy under siege. From questionable tariffs threatening American consumers to the erosion of crucial protections for women, people of color, and the LGBTQ community, we are seeing a direct attack on the progress our country has made toward a more and just society. We also face dangerous policy shifts, tariffs that hurt consumers, cuts to critical social services, and the rollback of hard-won civil rights. The stakes are high, and the consequences are dire. The actions of the current administration are eerily reminiscent of past eras where complacency allowed our democracy to be tested. And as philosopher George Santayana warned, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. We must stay vigilant, for the preservation of democracy relies on an engaged electorate that understands our history and demands accountability. Remember, democracy is only as strong as our willingness to protect it. To watch and read more, visit our social media links listed below. Once again, I'm your host, Sheriff Steve Tompkins, and I'll see you the next time at The Intersection.